Mic check, 1, 2. Mic check, 1, 2. Mic check, 1, 2. Off. Right, I'm here. Got a few things to set up in a second once we get going, but I'm here. So the feed is live. Hello to everybody. This is hello there, how is he? Coming at you for the final race of the yellow tier, Dynamic Nights Esports AT2 Yellow, round 15 from Singapore. So as I said, just got a few things to check and to square away quickly. So I'm going to be silent for a second while these boys ready up. Hopefully someone will inform me of the weather on the Discord once we get going. Just going to check the standings, although I did do it myself yesterday, but Reedy has updated it. So Reedy running the show today. So hello Reedy, thanks for running the show. I'll just double check that I've got these standings right so I can report to you the correct standings. I think I'm pretty much there, to be honest. Rustling with paper. On board with our world champion for a minute while I sort this stuff out. Just double checking these results. Yeah. Right, so we're underway. Qualifying. On board with our world champion, Kvyat's Panzer. Already got the championship shield in, obviously just by looking up. He's got the inters on, so be a little weather around. I'll just run you through the championship then, while we're here. So, we've got Panzer, top of the table, all locked in, done on 461. We've got Deputy Dog, got P2 done as well with 409 points. Then we've got Dan the Racer in P3 on 263. Can't Do Crap in 4th on 239. F1 Boy in 5th on 225. Conehouse in 6th on 201. And we've got P White in 7th on 162. Honest Crook in 8th on 158. Jamo in 9th on 145. James Cruz in 10th on 129. Sorry, getting my wires caught up here. We've got Banana in 11th on 123. Reedy in 12th on 116. Decadino in 13th on 112. One Slick in 14th on 110. Up a place from last week after that result. Gold Gloves in 15th on 108. Delad in 16th on 44. Hellbent in 17th on 38. Jay Shush in 18th on 36. And Trent in 19th on 32. And Charles Leclerc rounding out our top 20 on 29 points. Oh, Kvyat's gone for a spin there. Taken off the front wing. Nice little flip turn. Danny Rick goes pole. Again, reserve driver in tonight. Wasn't sure he'd be allowed in again after last week. Coming in and smashing it. Could be big news for AlphaTauri. In the constructors. Sorry for the blurred screen or the blue screen if it's there. I'm just adjusting some audio settings quickly. Right, we should be good. Should be back with it. So we'll have a quick rundown of the constructors while we're here. And I'll show you what we mean, because that fight is still on, even though we've got our Drivers' Championship here, Kvyat Panzer. We've got our second place man locked in here, in Deputy Dog. The Constructors' Championship is actually all to play for. So currently we've got Renault leading on 690. AlphaTauri in second on 619. Ferrari in third, which I believe is locked. I don't think anybody can do anything about that. In third place on 488. We've got Ferrari in 4th on 386. Mercedes in 5th on 359. Haas in 6th on 357. Red Bull in 7th on 298. Racing Point in 8th on 232. McLaren in 9th on 210. And Alfa Romeo last in 10th on 97. And I believe that is also locked. There is obviously nothing they can do about that. So, big fights really between the Renault and the Alphas today, so keep your eyes on this man, Deputy Dog. We've got his teammate here tonight, Can't Do Crap, who's retired from the session, by the looks of it, so he's greyed out, versus Kvyat Panzer. And Reedy's back in the AlphaTauri this week, so my mistake earlier, I was getting confused because Danny Rick jumped in the AlphaTauri last week, he took the win. But Reedy's back tonight in his usual seat. So that is straight line. Hang on a minute. So Kvyat Panzer was out on the inters earlier. We did see him on the inters. Now maybe he's just doing some testing. Maybe there's some weather on its way. I'll check the Discord in a minute. But everybody else seems to be out on the softs. We don't need that track map, that's what I was looking for. And let's do the tyre. There we go. Leave that up for a second. So yeah, quite a. I'll go back to where I was a minute ago. Quite a battle in the constructors there. Not many points separate. Again, fourth down. So Ferrari, Haas, Mercedes. Certainly Haas and Mercedes. They're right there next to each other. It just depends who gets the better results tonight. So for Haas, we've got one slick, as that was some strange pick. So we have one slick. Is there another? Yep, Charles is here. So we've got Charles and one slick in the Haas. And then should be Conehouse in the Mercedes. It looks like he's flying solo tonight. I don't see any other Mercedes there. His teammate, I think is Jamo, who we don't seem to have. So 16 runners here tonight by the looks of it. Let me just check that was Jamo. No, it's Honest Crook, sorry, is Conehouse's teammate, who's obviously not here. So it might be a bit of a tall order for Mercedes tonight, actually. Although Conehouse normally finishes pretty well. Obviously one slick, we know, finishes pretty good. So we've got another reserve driver of ASAP Rocky here tonight. So by the looks of it, ASAP and Danny are just the only two reserve drivers we've got tonight. Fiat Panzer's now out on the mediums. Right on board with Dan the Racer for a minute, so we'll give him a little shout out because he's currently third in the championship, doing a sterling job. As I've said previously, I've been very impressed with some of Dan the Racer's racing this season. Honest Crook is supposed to be joining. So Conehouse's teammate is supposed to be on his way. I'll just check in the Discord here. Maybe he can get in time for the qualifying. I did think, actually, come to think about it, I see his name pop up, so maybe he can't get in his car for a minute. So hopefully he'll be here for the race. Charles Leclerc's also got a qualifying ban, so he won't be taking part in this session, just to let everybody know. Right, so I'll stop messing around in a second and we'll actually focus on what we should be doing. Obviously all to play for as well in the Drivers' Championship, as we were saying earlier. I'll give you a little rundown of the results, but third still up to play for. Obviously this man down the race is holding it at the moment on 263. Can't do craps in fourth at the moment, 239. So what's that, about a 24 point gap? Obviously 42 points for a win, so it can be done. F1 Boy is on 225 again with a decent result and a good win. Is F1 Boy even here? No. Oh yes, he is second at the moment. So with a decent result, he could possibly take it. Conehouse is what, 201, so I don't think he can take it. So it looks like Can't Do Crap and F1 Boy are the only two that are in a battle with Dan the Racer for third. So we'll see how that one goes tonight. See how Danny Rick goes this week. I mean, like I said, last week, as we know, he came in as a reserve. Comes in the reserves last week, smashed it, took the win. Great drive in Italy, round 14. We'll see if he could do it again today. So he comes in the pits. F1 boy on his way out. Cone house on our lap. So we'll give you a quick rundown for anyone that's not viewing it and just listening. So Deputy Dog currently holds P1 on a 135.723. Danny Ricks in second on a 136.089. F1 boy in third on a 136.4. He's just actually dropped down because Gold Gloves has gone provisional pole. So it's now Gold Gloves on a 135.6. Deputy on a 135.7. Danny Rick in third on a 136.0, F1 Boy on a 136.4 in fourth, ASAP Rocky in fifth on a 136.5, Conehouse in sixth on a 136.9, Dan the Racer in seventh on a 137.4, Decadinho in eighth on a 138.0, Reedy in ninth on a 138.1, and Halbent in 10th on a 138.4. One Slick Jamo, P White, Charles Leclerc, Kvyat Panzer still to set lap times. So our championship leader is still to set a lap time. Oh, hopefully, he's on an out lap, says on the screen. So we'll see about going for a little ride with him, as there's a yellow in the end of sector 2 on the map. So we've got a couple of seconds. So I just want to say obviously today is the 11th of the 11th, so it's Remembrance Day, so I just want to give a big shout out to all those servicemen and women that are doing their jobs to help protect us, and also obviously a quick note in remembering the fallen who have gone before, put their lives on the line to protect our countries and our countrymen and women. So a big thank you from me for doing that. My father was in the Navy years ago, so kind of got connections with the forces. My bro, the Blue Dog, he's not here today because he's got pedal problems. He's served for his country as well, so, and he's just messaging me saying it's clear weather tonight. I don't know whether he means on here or in real life, but yeah, he served for many years, so big thank you to him. And as I said, all those other servicemen and women doing such a good job in difficult times. So Kvyat Panzer now just coming into the last bit of the track. On his hot lap. Okay, yep, so it is clear weather in the race, that's confirmed from the Blue Dog who's watching at home. Insight from Can't Do Crap. Whilst we're on Can't Do Crap, we'll mention that is his last race here on the PS League. He's jumping to Xbox apparently. So Kvyat Panzer, there we go, goes pole on a 134.0, gets it done, as we thought. Now he's going to do a donut. Hopefully not get himself disqualified with the session. I don't like seeing that, so I'm not actually going to give him any airtime whilst doing that. There's a time and a place. I don't believe qualifying with a minute to go is the time and the place, even if it is done and dusted. we'll see who else. Who's on an outlap? Gold Gloves. On an outlap, where is he? So he's just coming up to the last bit of the lap. Deputy, where's the deputy? He's into turn 1, so turn 2 here, then 3, just coming into 4, and this is 5. Down the straight here, so we've got our first DRS zone. A little kink of 6, and then hard on the brakes here, into 7. Somebody else, donut in there, it might still be Geviert Panzer. Here into the right-hander of 8. And then we've got a left-hander of 9. Easy to get this wrong and stick it in this wall on the outside, or clip it at least. A little bit of a straight, hard on the brakes here into turn 10s. 11 can be tricky, gets it done nicely. Into 12. And then hard on the brakes, sharp left-hander into 13. And we've got a second DRS zone. Up into 14, we've got a car in front, so let's hope it's not going to get in our way. So here's 14. Into 15 here, and then 16, right-hander. 17 the left. Short little straight, into the tricky turn 18. Easy to put it in the wall there as well. Into the 19 of the right-hander. 20 here. 21 on the exit. And there's a little bit of a kink, and then you've got 22 and 23 over the line. Let's see what it does. Improves to P3. So that's the zeros on the clock. We've got Gold Gloves here on a lap, just coming into that last sector. Turns 20, 21, 22, 23, and over the line. Let's see if he can improve. He does. He goes to P3. Who else we got on our lap? Deputy's done. Convoy's done. ASAP's done. So I think everybody's going to be done here, by the looks of it. Yep, we're going to the results screen. So give you a rundown here. So Geviert Panzer has taken pole again on a 134.0. One Slick in second on the medium zone, a 135.4. Gold Gloves in third on a 135.5. Fourth then is Deputy on 135.5. F1 Boy on a 135.6 in fifth. Then we've got Danny Rick 6th, Jamo 7th, ASAP Rocky 8th, Dan the Racer 9th, P White 10th, Conehouse 11th, Decadinho 12th, Reedy 13th, Hellbent in 14th, Can't Do Crap in 15th, Charles Leclerc in 16th. No lap times from 15th to 16th. Can't Do Crap at Charles Leclerc. Obviously we know about Charles. I think Can't Do Crap joined late. So P1 to P14 of Hellbent, 4 seconds, just over 4 seconds. So quite an even spread. Excuse me. So we're ready up for the race. I'll tell you what I'll do. Take a swig of water before we get going. So these guys are going to go on their formation laps in a second, as long as it doesn't crash and we're all good. In between, there goes the work phone, but it can wait. So yeah, here we go. Hopefully it's all loading in off some late joiners of Honest Crook. So hopefully that doesn't screw it up. Obviously big news this week that Cody's might be being sold. I'm not sure whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. Sometimes it's better the devil you know than the devil you don't. But I also think on the other hand, well, it can't be much worse, can it? Because in all fairness, I don't believe the game's worked particularly well for the last 2 or 3 years, to be honest. So yep, looks like we're all good. Off away on their formation lap. So let's give you some other statistics here in a second. Actually, what I'll do first is I'll give a little shout out because I promised someone I'd give them a shout out, so now's the perfect time to do it. So I promised I'd give my daughter a little shout out because she's been watching, having to put up with me, watching replays and things of this Dynamic Nights esports racing for the last however many weeks. So I promised, as soon as this was the last one tonight, I'd give her a little shout out. So big shout out to Senna. Hi Senna. Right, now that's done. Let's get back to these stats which I was going to tell you about. So I was looking yesterday at the championships, just having a little look, see if I could pick up some information for you. Excuse me. So wins this season, Kvyat Panzer 7. Wow, taking the top spot there. G-Force has got 3, although I haven't seen G-Force race, I don't think myself. Deputy's got 2 wins this season, can't do crap on 1, one slick on 1. Fastest laps this season, again Panzer takes it. 6 fastest laps this year. Conehouse 1, Banana Josh 1, Gold Gloves 1, Deputy 1, G-Force 1, Ramsey 1 and one slick 1. Now I'm going to give a very big shout out to the Deputy, to Dan the Racer and F1 Boy. So let's give him, that's the Deputy here in the Renault, F1 Boy in the Williams, and Dan the Racer in the other Williams, because these are the only 3 drivers who have actually scored points in every single round this year, and that takes some doing. No DNFs here every week, so big shout out and big props to those 3, Deputy, Dan and F1 Boy. Sterling work, fellas, sterling work. So they're just going to come round now and line up. Honest Crook is here now, yep, in his car. Wait for him to line up. It's the first race here in Singapore, 2008. Most wins here held by Sebastian with 5. Most constructors wins equal McLaren and Ferrari, both on 4. Track length of about 5 kilometres. Race distance of about 308 kilometres. So we're waiting for the lights. And here we go. Maybe get onto some more stats a little bit later, but for a moment we're waiting for the lights. Now we have seen this before, and we're waiting for the lights, waiting for the lights, waiting for the lights, and I've got a feeling they're not going to come, because this is what happened at Spa, I believe it was. Oh, can't do crap leaves, and here we go. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights, and we go. Predicted track star stops at the bottom, so 2 stop soft to medium, medium, or soft, medium, hard. So it's actually one slick who gets away. Try and look for any action going on in the background. Looks like it's all been pretty clean so far. Although saying that, there's some front wing damage. Try to figure out who that is. One slick's got the lead up at the front. There's some more end damage, end wing. Get your words right. Wing end plate damage. See if we can figure out who that is in a minute. It's there. I think it's one of the Alfa Romeos. So I think that might be Hellbent. It is Hellbent missing the end plate. There's a bit of a dive going on there. Scroll back to the front, just make sure we go. So one slick's away with it. There's nothing there at the moment. Deputy in 2nd, we've got F1 Boy in 3rd. Daddy Rick in 4th. Kvyat dropped from P1 to P5 here on the opening lap. ASAP Rocky's in 6th. Jamos is in 7th. P White is in 8th. Decadillo in 9th. Reedy in 10th. Conehouse in 11th, Dan the Racer in 12th, Gold Gloves in 13th. Just trying to see whether he had any damage there. Has he? Yeah, he might. Yeah, I think he has. Yeah, he's got an end plate missing. Honest Crook in 14th, and 15th is Hellbent. Can't do crap, has left the session, although unless he's back, I'm not sure. Could be an AI driving there, but that's got wing damage as well. So now we're going to see who's pitting here. So Kvyat Panzer's actually pitting. ASAP Rocky's pitting. Kvyat Panzer doesn't put on a wing, he just changes the tyres. Can't see what ASAP did. We've got Cardi Craps cars in the pit lane as well, and Hellbent we knew had a wing damage, so check on those guys later. So not a great start for Kvyat Panzer, although he might be trying something here because I didn't see the wing going on, so maybe he's just trying a different strategy here, getting rid of those softs. So one slick, got a 1.3 second gap now to Deputy, who's got a further 1 second on F1 Boy, further 1 second back to Danny Rick in fourth, 1.6 seconds back from Danny Rick to Jamo, and then we go up, what, another second back to P White. Decadinho in seventh, so there's a little battle going on here between Decadinho and Reedy. We'll have a look back. Reedy closes in. Oh, Conehouse coming in there hot. So we should get DRS active at the end of this lap. A little look from Reedy's point of view. So there's this tyre strategy again. So maybe that one stop medium hard, maybe that's what could be it. Oh, Reedy. Oh, was that a tap? That could have been a tap from Conehouse. Conehouse is up the inside now and down the racer, so not a good little few corners there for Reedy. He might have got a tap from Conehouse. He's not really shoving it up the inside though. The other Merc of Honest Crook's got a run here as well. Do we see it? No. It's really closing in on the back of Conehouse. Conehouse runs a little wide there. Stick with this for a second. Danny Ricks, 0.6 back from F1 Boy though. Probably the closest battle on track. Hellbent's just moved up a place over Charles Leclerc. Let's take P16. So just keep your eyes on the tree on this left hand side for stuff that I'm missing. Obviously keep your eyes down the bottom for penalties coming up, because I don't always see all of them. So this looks like it's getting a little bit of a gap now. Maybe this little battle's done. We'll have a look up here because P White's closing in on the back of Jamo. Where's Danny Rick? Danny Rick's also there, closing in on the back of F1 Boy, who exit the last corner. It's going to get the DRS open here. Not close enough for a move though, so he's probably going to have another look down the straight after turn 5, which is where we're going right now. So here's turn 5. Is he going to be close enough here to get a run? He's got the DRS open. Tell you what, we can put up the telemetry so that you guys can see what's going on. Not going to send it there, so not quite close enough. P White and Jamo are having a battle here. Decadinho's closing in on the back of Gold Gloves in the background too. We can go and have a quick look at that. Just both racing points. Two teammates, Onyx Crooks, left the session. So that could be connection issues, because his car's still running. As we can see here, could be AI driving now though. Kvyat Panzer now up to P13, running those mediums. So let's have a quick look at that actually whilst we do that. So let's look at position changes. I won't stay on Kvyat's for a minute. I will. We've got a yellow in sector 2. It's a Ferrari. Is it ASAP? Yes, I believe that is ASAP. Had a little bit of a whoopsie. He's got end plate damage, and he's going straight, and now he's lost a wheel. Caught that brilliantly. So he got end wing damage there, couldn't quite make the corner, and goes into the wall, just clips the tyre, rips the wheel off. So ASAP Rocky, our first DNF. Charles is missing a wing completely, so he's had a big shunt somewhere. Let's get back up to the front. One Slick still got this. I mean, 5 seconds now on Deputy, so looking good for One Slick as the interval times go. Thanks, Cody's. Really helpful. Honest Crook's got Panzers. We've got another yellow in sector 2. That looks like it's now cleared. Give me the interval times back, please. So we're just looking at these movers and shakers. So Kvyat Panzer, the big loser so far, down 12 places in P13. Gold Gloves down 4 places. Hellbent down 1. ASAP Rocky obviously down 9, but DNFing now. P White up 5 places, probably the best so far. He's right on the back of Danny Rick here. Go on board and we'll have a little look. So they're right behind F1 Boy. So there's F1 Boy, Danny Rick, and P White here. Oh, it's going to get close. So these boys are going to pit now. F1 Boy and Danny Rick heading into the pits. Obviously P White's already got these mediums on. Let's change that and have a look at stops, if it'll tell us. So yeah, can't do crap. Hellbent, Charles Leclerc have all stopped. Kvyat Panzer's stopped. Now making places. Jamo, Danny Rick, F1 Boy all stopping. So the top 10 mostly haven't stopped. So One Slick's running these mediums. Let's put that up actually. See what tyres they're running. So here we go. Let's have a little rundown. So One Slick of the lead on 5-lap old mediums, what he started on. Deputy still running these softs that he started on. P White running the mediums also that he started on. So looking good for One Slick and P White actually here. Gold Gloves in P4, still running the softs. Dan the Racer still running the softs that he started on. Yellow in sector 2, it looks like an Alfa Romeo, that could have been Hellbent. Decadinho actually started on the hards. So again, looking good for Decadinho. Maybe a decent call on the strategy. Conehouse in 7th, running the softs. Really having a battle here with Conehouse. I'll stick with it for a second. Also running the mediums. Kvyat Panzer's now behind him in 9th on the mediums, which he changed to. We know he changed to them. Oh! That wasn't good for Conehouse. Really can't quite capitalise though. Well, I think he's got him. He's going to get a decent run here. Is Conehouse going to go for the pits? He is going to go for the pits. So really picks up a spot. Conehouse comes in. He's got a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane as well. Also Deputy's in and Gold Gloves also in. Yep, so they're changing the wing on Conehouse. Changing the wing on Gold Gloves here as well. Deputy's back out onto those mediums. So I think now most people have probably stopped. So we've still got One Slick, P White, Dan the Racer. Really an Honest Crook yet to stop. Obviously Reedy's on the medium, so he's not going to stop. P White and One Slick on the medium, so they're not going to stop. Decadinho's on the hard, so he's not going to stop. So really we're waiting for Dan the Racer on these softs and Honest Crook to stop. So let's get back to it, look at the battle. So Kvyat Panzer here, closing in on the back of Decadinho. Oh, locks a brake. Down the racer just in front of these guys. Let's go a bit on board here. It's not really a place to dive here, although you can make the move done up the inside, but it's not a very nice move to make. Alright on the AI, but it's a pretty tough move. So down the racer is now coming in. He's going to get rid of those softs. Viet Panzer's got the run here, so he's going to make it up into P3. So the guy that started pole, who didn't have the best of first laps and came in for an early stop to put on these mediums, is now up to P3. We've got yellow in sector 1. Not quite sure who that is. We've got Honest Crook is greyed out now, so is he retired in the pit lane? Because his car's in the pit lane by the looks of the track map, so maybe Honest Crook retiring. Not sure on that one. One Slick now with a 15-second lead over P White. So really good for One Slick. In a different world today by the looks of it. Could be critical, like I said, in this Haas and Mercedes battle in the constructors. He's certainly doing the business for them. We've got yellow in sector 2. It looks like that is possibly Conehouse. And as I say that, yes, it is Conehouse. Decadinho has now left the session. Conehouse has now been disqualified. Looked a little harsh. Didn't see much wrong there. Just trying to turn the car around. Get going again after a spin. And Cody's has kicked him. Thanks, Cody's. This game is rubbish sometimes. F1 boy getting a penalty at the bottom there. You know, sometimes you are stuck in the middle of the track or needing to try and turn the car around. I mean, what are you supposed to do? Yellow in sector 1 now. But yeah, as I was saying, you try and turn the car around and it just disqualifies you. So I think that's a bit of harsh luck there for Conehouse. But from this, that's both Mercedes out of the race. So Mercedes are going to score no constructors points here. And they are in a battle with this Haas team. So it looks like if One Slick can just finish the race, certainly within the top 5, I would say. As a quick look, probably will get that place for Haas. So we've got yellow sector 2. Maybe it was Charles, perhaps. Right, so Danny Rick here. Yeah, I was just about to say Danny Rick's closing in. He's got the move done on Reedy. F1 boy only 0.9 away from the back of Decadinho. Down the racer, also close to Gold Gloves in the background. So here we go, he's going to go up for a move here up the inside, F1 boy. Decadinho just about gives him room, so he gets that job done. Obviously, F1 boy on the different compound tyres there. He's on the mediums, Decadinho is on the hards. Hasn't stopped yet. So a relatively easy move. Can't do craps, just got Reedy. Down the racer and Gold Gloves just got Reedy as well. So Reedy's in the pits, that's why. Quite big gaps between these guys at the moment, to be fair. Danny Rick's probably the closest here. He's going to send it up the inside. There's a little bit of contact there. Danny Rick and Decadinho. Obviously Danny Rick's also got the medium tyres on. Decadinho's still on those hards that he started on. You see how much pace he's lost just down a straight there, just from the exit. The grip of these mediums so much better than those hards. So we've got Jamo now closing in on the back of DNE, trying to get this done as well. He's got the DRS open. Yeah, he has got DRS open. Oh, he's hit him. So this is getting a bit fruity. I don't look like either of them got damage from that, but definitely hit him, we heard it. Got the move done now though. I think DNE tried to fight that a little bit, but not going to happen. I'll go back to the stops then. So yeah, one slick P White, and obviously DNE still to stop. Everybody else has stopped. But I mean, one slick, he's got a 17.6 second lead here, so still, even after his stop, he's going to come out with in a decent position. As P White, what's P White got? 4 seconds on Kvyat's Panzer. Reedy with a 3-second penalty down the bottom. So I'm not sure what Kvyat Panzer's going to do here. How old are these tyres now? So they're 8 laps old. I'm not sure whether he's going to... He started on the softs, he's put these mediums on, so I'm not sure whether he's going to pit and put mediums on again, or whether he's going to try and run these long and then put the softs on at the end. Either way, I do believe he'll stop again. So we're going to have a quick rundown. Hellbent gets the 3-second time penalty. So one slick, currently P1. P2 is P White. Kvyat Panzer in 3rd. Deputy Dog in 4th. F1 Boy in 5th. Danny Rick in 6th. Got Jamo in 7th. DNE in 8th. Dan the Racer in 9th. Can't Do Crap in 10th. Reedy in 11th. Hellbent in 12th. Gold Gloves in 13th, and Charles the Quirk in 14th. Honest Crook, ASAP Rocky and Conehouse all DNFing. Oh, what is going on here? So Gold Gloves and Hellbent. Hellbent's retired from the session. We just caught the end of that there. Gold Gloves is also retired. Maybe he's just retired. Oh no, he has got a wheel hanging off of it here. So I think Gold Gloves has hit Hellbent there going into... Where are we? Where are we on the track? Just coming into turn, what is that? 7? So I think, yeah, so we've got virtual safety car. Gold Gloves and Hellbent out of the race. I think Gold Gloves went for a move there on Hellbent. Maybe got it slightly wrong. Hit Hellbent. Ripped his own wheel off. And forced Hellbent to hit the wall. So those two out of the race. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a bit of a steward's report going in on that one. We just caught the end of it. So virtual safety car. Reedy is now pitting. He's only done 1 lap on these softs, so he's coming back in, putting a wing on and putting the hards on. Can't Do Crap's also in the pits. He's put the softs on. Back green flag racing now. So a couple of these boys trying to make the stop under the virtual there. Put the stops up on the left hand side for you to see. So Reedy's currently stopped twice. Can't Do Crap stopped twice. The rest of them either stopped once or not at all. DNE still yet to stop. One slick still yet to stop. So P White and Jamo going at it here. Kvyat Panzer's now got the lead as one slick enters the pits. So Kvyat Panzer, who didn't have the best lap as we said, starting opening lap, is now up to the top spot. But I'm sure he's going to have to stop again, so we'll keep an eye on how that race develops for him. One slick exits the pits in 3rd. As I said, I didn't think he'd drop too many places with that big lead he had. So he's put the hards on here. So he's got mediums, hards. So he's going to run the rest of the race here. Quick look at position changes. Kvyat Panzer where he started. Deputy Dog up 2. One slick down 1 at the moment. Danny Rick up 2. F1 Boy where he started. He's closing in on the back of Danny Rick here. Jamo up 1. P White up 3. We've got a safe sector 3. Is that Charles? Yep, he's DNF'd. So it's Charles on the exit of 23, turn 23. That's right round by the pits. I'm not sure he made it that far. We've got a safety car called. So we've got a safety car. Who's running around there? There's one of the Alphas running around there. Let's try to see if we could see his car. Who's in the other AlphaTauri? Fiat Panzer. Fiat Panzer pits then. There's the safety car. So our race leader is now pitting. Get rid of the position change for a minute because we'll see what goes on here. So he's going to put the hards on surely. Yeah, he does put the hards on. Deputy's now in the pits. One Slick doesn't need to stop obviously, so he takes back his lead. Perfect timing for One Slick really. Danny Rick gets a penalty for speeding in the pit lane. So Danny Rick's also in. P White gets back up into 3rd. F1 boy also in. Jamo also in. So a lot of these guys making the stop here under the safety car. I guess why wouldn't you? I mean, and go on to the hards at this point, and theoretically speaking, you're done. So let's have a look just to see what tyres everybody is running. I expect most of them now to be running the hards, so the only one that's not running the hards out of the early 11 is Can't Do Crap, but he's coming in now, so he's going to put the hards on surely. So we're going to have the whole field running hards. Decadinho on 13 lap old hards though, that's the only issue. No, he puts the mediums on, so Can't Do Crap puts the mediums on actually. We've got Decadinho still running these 13 lap old hards. Did he? So he hasn't stopped. So he's sticking with this by the looks of it. He's going to stick with these hards, run his strategy that he planned from the start. I guess he's going to go on to the mediums eventually. I mean, he's pretty stuck here to be fair, because mind you, Can't Do Crap's just put the mediums on, unless he's planning on going on medium soft and having another stop. I'm not sure if the mediums will go to the end. I guess what we got, 15, 16, 17 laps left to go. Bit of time under the safety car, they might well have done. So Decadinho, oh, it's a tough call. Obviously he's deciding to stick with it. Field's now all bunched up obviously though, so what would have been a good strategy might well have just been ruined. Although, when he gets onto these mediums, when he does, he's going to have decent pace compared to everybody else. Because everybody else is going to be on the hards. So One Slick here now behind the safety car. Down the race, so that's a 5-second penalty down the bottom. We can actually possibly look quickly, see who's got what. Let's go to incidents. So Halpent, 5-second penalty. He's probably served that in the pits. Conehouse 3 seconds, but he's out anyway. Charles Leclerc 3 seconds. Gold Gloves 3 seconds. Conehouse 3 seconds again. He's out. Reedy's got 3 seconds. Conehouse another 5. He's out. So we're not worried about that. Honest Crook, he's out. We're not worried about that. F1 Boy's got a 3-second penalty. Jamo's got a 3-second penalty. Reedy's got another 3-second penalty. So that's 2 for Reedy, I think. Can't Do Crap's got a 3-second penalty. Hellbent's got a 3-second penalty. So a few 3-second penalties at the moment. We'll watch that at the end of the race. Keep our eyes on it. Just about half distance now, halfway. Again, while these boys form up here, Waiting for Bert to give them the go. We'll have a few more little stats, shall we? While we're waiting. So pole position in real life last time out 2019 was Charles Leclerc, 136.2. Winner last time we were here in 2019, Sebastian. Probably the last time he won a race, maybe even, such as his form. So I think the safety car is going to go in here. Kvyat Panzer's now gonna determine the pace. He's still got a little way to go, so we're chucking some more stats here. So winners since 2008, since the event started: Alonso 2, Nico Rosberg 1, Sebastian 5, Lewis 4. Highest attendance here was actually the opening race in 2008 with 300,000. So here we go then. One Slick's going to get them going again. He's pulled a decent start here. Keep your eyes on the left hand side of the tree for movers and shakers. Danny Rick gets Decadinho. Can't do crap's got Jamo. So we basically reset. We're going for a 15 lap dash. Gold Gloves has left the session. Obviously that earlier incident with Halbent. Deputy having a look around the outside of P White here. So yeah, now look, that Decadinho down to 9th now on those 15 lap odds. He's also got wing damage now, so not great restart for Decadinho. He's got wing damage, so he's going to have to pit now. So you could argue that maybe he should have just pitted under the safety car. So he's going to put the mediums on surely now this lap. See if anyone else pits here. I don't think so. I think everybody else is clean with wing in terms of wings. One Slick certainly is, but he's Kvyat Panzer. I mean, what can you say? Didn't have started pole. Didn't have the best of laps. Came in early stop. Came in again. He's got the hards on now, so it's a level playing field. So this could be a very good battle here for 1-2 between One Slick and Kvyat Panzer. P White upper position on Deputy. So Decadinho is in the pits down there. Look. See what he puts on in a second. Keep an eye on the tree. Hopefully it'll change. So we're on board with Deputy Dog here. Trying to get a move done here for P3 on P White. Yeah, good race from P White today. Down the race, I following behind. I don't think he pitted under the safety car there, so he pitted a few laps earlier. 8 lap hold hard, so he's now the guy with the most worn tyres out there. Decadinho indeed has put on the mediums as we predicted, down in 11th now. So he's got a lot of coming back to do. He's 38 seconds back from Reedy, so we've got Yellow in sector 2. That's behind us somewhere, I think. Might have been Jamo. Not quite sure. Somewhere around these boys. Jamo, Reedy, F1 boy, somewhere around here, I'm sure. Just trying to look for damage. It looks like they're all good. Yep, all seem to have their end plates, so not quite sure what that was about. DRS re-enabled now. Who's inside the window? So Deputy's inside the window here. So these 4, P White, Deputy, Dan the Racer and Danny Rick, are all running relatively close. One Slick pulling out 1.8 seconds on Kvyat Panzer. So maybe One Slick's just got too much for Kvyat. Deputy looking again here. He's got the DRS wide open. He's going to try it. Can P. White hold it in there? No. The Deputy gets that move done. DRS assisted, of course, but either way, them's the rules, so it's all fine. So he's got that move done now for P3, so it's looking a very familiar 1-2-3. One Slick in first, Kvyat Panzer in second, Deputy Dog in third at the moment. P. White fourth, down the racer, holding on to fifth. Obviously trying to hold on to that P3 in the championship, which I think he probably deserves, to be honest with you, from what I've seen. I think if One Slick would have been here, in all fairness, for more of the races, I don't think he joined too late. I think if he'd have been here for most of the season, I think maybe Kvyat Panzer and Deputy might have had another challenger in the mix, because he's had some great results, One Slick, since he's been here. So let's have a look. Danny Rick now closing in on the back of Dan the Racer. It's not going to be good for Dan the Racer in his quest for third in the championship. His tyres, like I said, he's got the oldest tyres on so far. So the rest of the guys around him, like this, Danny Rick, I mean, 6 lap difference in tyre wear. Doesn't sound a lot, but it can make all the difference. Danny Rick's really using that ERS, only 5% left, you can see it there on the telemetry. He's giving everything. He wants this place. Clear gap behind us. 5 seconds over Jamo, so can't do crap, just closing in on F1 Boy for 9th. I'll keep an eye on that. Oh, there's damage. Danny Rick's hit him. He's hit Dan the Racer here. He's got end plate damage now. So not good for Danny Rick. Last week's winner. So probably the closest battle on field, so we'll stick with this for a second over there. I think we might have to pit here. Jamo gets a penalty. He's in P7 at the moment. So is Danny Rick going to pit? Is he going to come in? He's not. He's going to continue on. 11 laps with a damaged wing. Really gets another time penalty. I think that's his third now. So we'll keep an eye on Danny Rick, see how long. I mean, he might be trying to go with this. What's he got? 4 seconds on Jamo, but I think that time's going to start to be eaten away. So keep an eye on this gap here between Jamo and Danny Rick. So if Danny Rick's going to stay out there with this damage, Jamo might well catch him. So Reedy here, a resident host, P8 at the moment. So I'll have a little rundown actually. So F1 Boy is in the pits, put on the mediums. Yellow in sector 2, who's that? It's one of the AlphaTauris. Who's in the AlphaTauris? Is that Reedy? It is Reedy. So Reedy's had a whoopsie coming out of, what's that, 7 towards 8. So spun it, put it in the wall by the looks of it, so he's got end plate damage, and I think he's got 3 time penalties, so not going to be a good race for Reedy, I don't think. Going to be a hard comeback from here, but he's probably going to, if he's going to pit, he's going to stick the mediums on and go to the end, obviously. So let's get back to what we was going to do. Let's have a little bit of a rundown. One Slick's actually going to pit here. So he's got the 6 lap old hards on, and he's going to pit. Kvyat Panzer's also going to pit. Ah, we got the safety car, that is why. So we've got a safety car, because there is... Oh, is that the same? No, it's not a Renault in sector 1, that's the safety car. It always confuses me. Safety car being a yellow dot on the map, the same as the Renaults. Oh, hello. unsafe release there. That's Kvyat Panzer driving through the side of Dan the Racer. So these guys all, wow, what a show. Second safety car. These guys all going to pit again, so tear up the plan, because the plan was hard till the end for these guys, and now that's been torn up and out the window. So it's all change. Certainly an exciting race here. A lot going on. Trying to keep up with it, boys. But there is a lot going on. So let's have a quick rundown, actually, which is what I was trying to do. I thought that was strange, to be fair. I thought, why is he coming in the pits? It's like, only just pitted. And then obviously noticing the safety car. So the safety car is out. We are forming back up behind it. So we've now got one slick in P1. Or still in P1, he's now switched to the mediums. We've got Deputy Dog in P2, who switched to the mediums. Kvyat Panzer is third now, so he's dropped a position to Deputy, but he's running the softs. P White is in fourth, running the mediums. Jamo in fifth, running the mediums. Dan the Racer in sixth now, running the mediums. Danny Rick is seventh. Did he pit and get his wing changed there? Let's have a look. Obviously he must have pitted, so he must have put a new wing on that, so that might have lucked out for Danny Rick there. Did he, or did he not? Yes, so he put a wing on there, so that played into Danny Rick's hands a little bit there. So he's seventh with the mediums on. Decadinho only pitted a few laps earlier and put the mediums on, so he didn't pit there under the safety car. He's in at eighth with the mediums. F1 Boy in ninth, running the mediums. Can't Do Crap in 10th, running the softs, and Reedy in 11th, running the mediums. So let's have a quick look at the constructors, because obviously it's AlphaTauri versus Renault. So where are our AlphaTauri? So we've got Reedy in the AlphaTauri in 11th and Kvyat Panzer in 3rd at the moment. Got Deputy in the Renault in 2nd and Can't Do Crap in 10th. So they're with each other. Can't Do Crap and Reedy here at the back, 10th and 11th. The Renault in front of the AlphaTauri. This Can't Do Crap pits. So Reedy now gains that spot. And then we've got Deputy Dog in front of Kvyat Panzer in P2, Kvyat Panzer in P3. But obviously Kvyat Panzer running those softs, so he's going to be quick after the get-go here. Can he get those tyres to the end? I mean, I guess that's what he's going to be trying, at least. So let's go for quick stops here. So let's have a look. Wow, look at this. One slick, 2 stops. Deputy, 3 stops. Kvyat Panzer, 3 stops. P White, 2 stops. Jamo, 3 stops. Dan the Racer, 2 stops. Danny Rick, 3 stops. Decadinho, only the 1 stop in P8. So he hasn't seen Jeff all that much today. He must be pleased about that. F1 Boy 9th, 3 stops. Reedy 10th, 3 stops. Can't Do Crap, 5 stops. He's been in the pits 5 times. Can't Do Crap. Well, it's just one of those races that you just want to say, sod it, I'm done. 5 stops. I mean, wow, that is a ball ache for Can't Do Crap for sure. Not working out the way he wanted it to. So we go back up here, try and keep an eye on when this safety car is going to come in. Have a quick look at the position changes. So one slick up 1, Deputy up 2, Kvyat down to P White up 6, so good drive from him so far. Jamo up 2, Dan the Racer up 3, again solid consistent drive from Dan the Racer as always. Danny Rick down 1 place, Decadinho up 4, F1 Boy down 4, Reedy up 3, Can't Do Crap up 4. Obviously only 11 runners and riders at the moment. DNFs from Charles Leclerc, Hellbent, Gold Gloves, Honest Crook, ASAP Rocky and Conehouse. So yeah, Can't Do Crap on the softs, Kvyat Panzer on the softs. Looks like we're going to get going again here. So we'll get rid of that. So Watch for Kvyat Panzer here. I'm going to go on board, or watch him. Check if I have a bit of full screen here for a second. So it's one slick in P1, deputy in P2, Panzer here in third. Keeping an eye in the background. Put that back up. Wasn't quite as exciting as we thought it was going to be. Keep your eye on the tree on the left hand side for the movers and shakers. I'm sticking with this battle at the moment because I'm expecting Kvyat Panzer to be making a move sometime. He's got those soft compounder tyres, so he's got the extra grip. He's got to get this move done early. Try and get to one slick and get the move done on one slick too. That's his plan, I'm sure of it. And one slick's creeping away already. Kvyat Panzer's got to get this move done. Get it done quickly, otherwise it's just not going to work out for him. He can't get it done so far. I mean, this track is a tricky one. Stay on board here. It gets so easy to mess this up on this track. You can lose the rear pretty much on every corner, or unsettle it on pretty much every corner. Unsettle the car and cause yourself to have a bit of a tank slap, or to lose the rear. Then so easy to put the front into the wall. No movers and shakers, I can't see going on the tree. Close battles there between Danny Rick and Dan the Racer, Jamo and P White. I'm sticking with this though for a second. This is not the restart Panzer wanted. I'm sure he thought he'd probably get more pace as well, being on these softs. Obviously he's only going to have the pace for a little while before it sort of equalises out, and then towards the end the mediums are probably going to have a better grip. Again, like I said, so easy. Unsettle the car there, put it in the wall on the left, so easy to unsettle the car here. Easy to clip that wall on the right hand side. Easy to clip the wall on the right hand side here on the exit, just trying to get greedy on the power. Get this wrong on the inside there, you can be out there on the left hand side in that wall. Again here you can clip this too much. Generally don't hit the wall, but you just lose lap time. Here, so easy to put it in that wall on the right. And again here, so easy to lose the rear there, unsettle it. And here, put it in that wall on the right hand side. So Kvyat Panzer really not being able to get this done. Deputy and one slick actually pulling away, you have to say. So I think we'll head back and see what else is going on. So P White currently in P4, pretty safe there for a minute. So we've got Dan the Racer, Danny Rick and Can't Do Crap all in a little battle here. Let's have a look from Can't Do Crap's point of view. So I think the guys in front, Danny Rick and Dan the Racer, are all going to get DRS. It's all sort of equalising each other out because they've all got it. Oh, that's late. Runs wide there. We're getting a little impatient here, but obviously he's got these soft tyres on as well, the same as Kvyat Panzer. Can't Do Crap. So he's trying to make these tyres work the same as Kvyat Panzer is. Put the tyres back up for you to see there. Oh, I don't know whether he clipped that or whether that was just a bit of a glitch going on, but it was close. So he's Can't Do Crap really trying to press home the advantage of the tyres, but again not having as much success as maybe they thought. Reedy gets another penalty. I think that may be 4 that Reedy's on now, so again Reedy having a bit of one of those races, like I said earlier, where you just want to just park it and say, no, I'm done. But anything can happen. We've still got 6 laps to go. Again, like I said, penalties still in force when we come over the line, so positions can change and probably will change. Kvyat Panzer now still on the back of Deputies. Closed him up a bit here. Just noticed at the corner of my eye there that the gap was close. So we'll have a look, see if he can get this job done down to DRS here. Down between 2 and 5 and 7. So DRS now wide open for Panzer. Right on board. He's got it this time. Deputy doesn't really defend it. So now he's off up the road. Can he catch one slick? He's got 1.9 seconds to catch up. With the 4 and 1 slick spin in today, I'm not so sure he can. Deputy now is just going to sit on the back of Kvyat Panzer and hopefully get a tow, I would imagine. That's what I'd be doing. Try to sit here now, get a tow, and see whether I could get a move done in the last few laps. Maybe when those softs go off a little bit. So yep, sit in this DRS, just keep getting this DRS, keep sitting there. Hopefully Kvyat Panzer will drag you up to the back of 1 slick. So we'll have a look at that, we'll keep an eye on that. That's 1.9 gap at the moment for 1 slick to Kvyat Panzer, so we'll keep an eye. Just going to head down the field here. P White still holding P4, got a 2-second gap, 2.5-second gap to Deputy in front, and basically a similar gap to Jamo behind. So P White and P4 and Jamo and P5, as we've got the Cody's gearbox glitch going on for Jamo. So here's Dan the Racer. Dan the Racer closing in on the back of Jamo, just in the DRS. Yes, we confirm that by it popping open. Danny Rick closing in behind us. Probably the closest battle here again. Jamo, Danny Rick, Dan the Racer, can't do crap. All within a couple of seconds, can't do crap, gets a 3-second time penalty though. Multiple warnings. So these softs, which is, you know, like we said, trying to get working. Maybe pushing a bit too hard. Even if he does make these places, if the boys in front of him don't have penalties, he's going to end up dropping the places. Only 4 laps to go now. Nice little battle between these 4 though. Kvyat Panzer now got the gap down to 1.5 at the front. We'll keep an eye on that, top left. So we'll have a quick rundown. 1 slick P1, Kvyat Panzer in P2, Deputy in P3, P White in P4, Jamo P5, Dan the Racer in 6th, Danny Rick in 7th, Can't Do Crap in 8th, F1 Boy in 9th, Zacadinho in 10th, 11th is Reedy. Only 11 cars left running out of the 17 that started. Charles, Leclerc, Hellbent, Gold Gloves and Honest Crook, ASAP, Rocky and Konas all retiring. 1 slick's now increased this gap back up to 2 seconds, so this is what I was saying. I don't know how long those softs are going to last. Is that rain I see? Is that that's rain, surely. That is rain. Is that rain? I believe it's raining. After being told the weather is dry for the race, it is definitely raining here. So 3 laps to go. I don't think it's going to be enough to warrant stopping. Maybe the pendulum swings back into Kvyat Panzer's hands though. On these softs he should have a little bit more grip, as long as they're not too worn at this stage. Should have a little bit more grip than those guys around him. Keep an eye, it's still 2 seconds at the moment. Deputy Dog's still with him. Still got this battle between Jamo. Where's Jamo? Yeah, Jamo, Dan the Racer, Danny Rick. Can't Do Crap's now fallen off the back a little bit. Deputy Dog's got Kvyat Panzer. What's happened here? Oh, he's thrown it away. So pushing hard, Kvyat Panzer, and he's hit the wall. Maybe turn 13, perhaps. He's got wing damage now, so he is in a world of trouble. P White is right there. 3 laps to go. I mean, it might have been the rain that caught him out. Might just be getting a little bit greasy now, which is gonna do. Guys have got to be careful. Is he gonna risk it? He is gonna risk it for a biscuit. What's he gonna put on? Is he gonna put on these inters? Or is he gonna put on the softs? So we'll just keep an eye on this. Just want to see what he's gonna put on here. So, pole position, man, started off. What's he going to put on? He is going to put on the inters, so he's gambling here. Is this going to come back to him again? Also, in the pits, who was that? F1 boy, is he going to put on the inters? He is going to put on the inters. So he might well have had the call for the inters, but so far only Kvyat Panzer and F1 boy taking the gamble with 3 laps to go. It's a long way to come back, but if these guys at the front really start struggling and don't have any grip, they're going to catch up fast, so keep your eyes on that, on the tree. I don't think these guys are going to pit for inters. I'll be very, very surprised. Doesn't look wet enough yet. We'll go on board with one slick and have a look, see how it's looking. Seems to have decent enough drive there. It's only going to get wetter and wetter though, obviously. 2 laps to go though. I don't think he's going to pit. Unless he's really getting screamed at from Jeff. But then we know what Jeff's like. We know Jeff doesn't know his head from his a-hole. So no, he continues out there. And let's just look for mistakes. So he's got a 3 second lead on Deputy here. Both staying out. P. White staying out. He's got 7 second lead over Jamo. So 1, 2 and 3. So here's Jamo. No, he hasn't got a 7 second lead. He's got a 7 second gap from Deputy, sorry. Jamo's only 1.2 back from P. White. I'm not going to stay with him because he's got the gearbox glitch. Dan the Racer again. Mr. Solid Race, Dan the Racer. Mr. Consistent. In P5 at the moment. Not far off the back of Jamo. And then Danny Rick still holding in there. So these guys the closest battle. Jamo, Dan the Racer, Danny Rick. We've got a sector 2 yellow flag. That's an AlphaTauri. Is that Reedy? It is Reedy. So he's on the softs actually there, Reedy. He's got end plate damage on the wing. So, and another penalty. I think there might be 4 now. Penalties for Reedy, so he's hit the wall again. Not sure whether this is just a track that he doesn't like or whether he's just having an off day, but certainly not what Reedy wanted. Although, to be fair, he needs to bring this car over the line to get the points for AlphaTauri. Currently, Kvyat Panzer and Reedy P8, P11. So the Renault boys in P2 and P7 at the moment. So the Renaults are outdoing them. I'm not sure if it's enough to take the championship away from AlphaTauri. I don't think so. So he's going to stay out there. So we're on our final lap here. One slick. He hasn't pitted. See Kvyat Panzer and F1 boy not really making any ground down there, still in 8th and 9th. So one slick's just got to keep this one clean. He's got 3 seconds to Deputy Dog, who's again just got to keep it clean. P1 and P2 is theirs. This is the fight. P White now being caught by Jamo, Dan the Racer, Danny Rick. We've got the yellows in sector 1. That's one of the Renaults. Is it Can't Do Crap? It is Can't Do Crap. So now we're struggling for grip. Unless it's got rear wheel looks a bit strange there. It looks like, has he got a puncture? That rear left not looking too pretty. How many laps has he done? 8. He might have a puncture here. But anyway, we will get rid of that. It's Decadinho now closing in on these guys with the inters, so yeah, we can see here. I think it's Decadinho seems to have a little bit more pace than these inters, so I don't think that's paid off for Kvyat Panzer. One Slick about to come over the line. He's got it done. I'm not going to stick with him. The Deputy Dog's got P2. This battle here is for P3. So let's have a look down here. I don't think Jamo's going to catch him. Dan the Racer and Danny Rick all here. We'll have a little view from Danny Rick. He's got the best seat in the house. So One Slick's taking the win. Deputy's got second as we predicted. P White's going to get third. He does. Jamo gets... No, he doesn't. He's got a penalty obviously because he's dropped down. So Dan the Racer and Danny Rick both jump Jamo. Can't do crap now. Gonna come over the line in 7th. I'm still not sure about that rear left tyre. I mean, you look at that rear left tyre, look, it looks like a puncture to me. Kvyat Panzer now only 4 seconds away. Is he going to get this? He is going to get this. So Kvyat Panzer, there's a vital between the Renault and the AlphaTauri on the championship here. Can't do crap. Oh, Kvyat Panzer, he's not going for it. Go for it, come on. Here we go. So Kvyat Panzer gets that done. Nicked the place on the last lap. But he's not gonna even bother crossing the line here. I've got synchronised donuts from Can't Do Crap and Kvyat Panzer. So F1 boy takes the places away from him. Continues with the job in hand. Comes across the line. Reedy now in 11th. Finished. So One Slick takes the win. Can't Do Crap's obviously disqualified. Dan the Racer up 5 places. Decadini up 5 places. P White up 7, so I think P White might get driver of the day here once these guys get on with it and get over the line. So wow, that completes the Dynamic Nights Esports AT2. Yep, P White getting the driver of the day as predicted. So yep, that completes the season. AT2 Yellow, 15 rounds, season 1 complete. Congratulations to Kvyat Panzer, our winner. Deputy Dog, our 2nd place, and not sure whether Dan the Racer held on to that. I'm not going to do the maths that quickly. Quick spray of the jizz, so 3 different manufacturers there, Haas, Renault and the McLaren. Nice to see a bit of a varied bunch. I'll give you a rundown of these stats, the finishing order. So, One Slick P1, no penalties. Deputy Dog P2, P White in 3rd with no penalties, I think that was. Dan the Racer in 4th, no penalties. Again, great race from Dan the Racer. Danny Rick in 5th, Jamo in 6th, Decadinho in 7th, no penalties again. Well done, Decadinho. F1 Boy in 8th, Kvyat Panzer in 9th, Reedy in 10th. So only 10 finishes in the end. Charles Leclerc, Halebent, Gold Gloves, Conehouse, Honest Cook, ASAP Rocky, Can't Do Crap, all retiring or being disqualified. So check in with the Discord later in the week. Hopefully Reedy will update these championship standings just to confirm who our 1, 2, 3 was and who our Constructors' Championship went to in the end. I think it probably did go to AlphaTauri. Renault coming 2nd, but then obviously we got Williams in 3rd for definite. Then the 4th, 5th, 6th battle in the Constructors again was open for grabs, so don't know who that went to. We'll check the Discord later on in the week to find out for definite, unless some of these boys are quick and going to have been doing the maths now. Maybe go and check it out in a bit. Right, so that is it, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. So we've got 1 race to go left in the DNE season. We've got Diamond tomorrow night. Obviously, same track, Singapore. I'll be involved in that one after this race. I'm not sure I'm looking forward to it. It's not really a track that I love myself, to be honest with you. So, game plan for tomorrow is just to try and stay out of the way, I think. So big thanks to all the drivers for taking part this season. Obviously, I've only been commentating for the last sort of 4 or 5, but big thanks to the runners of the DNE for letting me commentate here. Have a go. Appreciate it. Hopefully, I've done a sterling enough job for you boys from across the pond. And I think now, so we will be returning in January for the Dynamic Nights esports events. Again, if you want to have a look, get involved maybe, then go check out Discord, search for Dynamic Nights esports, and you can get involved there, join up, maybe get involved for the next season if you've liked what you've seen so far. Want to get involved, like I said, go check it out. Check out DNE's YouTube channel, like and subscribe on that. We'll have a quick shout out to the sponsors of the channel, CD Keys and Track Racer. So that is the season done, ladies and gentlemen, as we said. So nothing left really to say apart from thank you very much. This has been your host. Hello there, how is he? And I will, not sure whether I'll be returning to commentary next season or not. I don't know, because I think all the tiers are going to run on the same day. And currently I'm a driver in Diamond, so it's going to be a hard choice whether to take a drive or perhaps be offered a commentary slot. But I'm not sure what's going to go on yet, so I can't give you the details, but might not be back for comms. So I thank you for your support, and if I do see you for comms, I'll see you. If I don't see you for comms, I won't see you. I'll see you either on the track or in the box, I'm sure. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. This has been Dynamic Nights eSport season now complete, so nothing left for me to say than good night, God bless, Godspeed, and peace out.